What is up guys, GeorgeMasontv here today. I'm back. I've got a new video for you, and in this video I'm going to be exposing myself. If you saw my Q&A last week, I said that I was single, but what I didn't tell you was about 2 months ago I decided to download Tinder in the attempt of getting myself a girlfriend. Spoiler alert, didn't work. I'm still single. So yeah, I thought today, what better thing I could do than to expose my Tinder to all of you. So hopefully you guys can give me some tips of where I'm going wrong. But just before we start guys, if you go on Instagram and follow me, my Instagram's George.Masontv. I'm gonna start doing live shows on there, so I don't know if any of you are interested in that. But if you are, make sure you go over there and follow me, my Instagram will be right here. And yeah, so to start off, I thought I'd show you my profile just because it's such an important thing. Obviously people swipe left on you if they don't like you, swipe right if they do like you. If you've got a bad profile, obviously no one's gonna swipe right on you. So the first picture I've got on here is just a classic selfie, which you'll find on my Instagram if you wanna go follow it. But yeah, pretty basic, just a selfie. Then the next picture I've got on here is me playing golf. I'm really bad at golf, but I just thought this would make me look cool and make it look like I get out of the house sometimes when realistically I don't. Okay, so this third picture, this is my favourite picture of me of all time, literally. This was when I was at sixth form, and like literally I don't know how this happened, I can't really remember to be honest, but someone was taking a picture and I was just in the background doing this, and I just love this picture so much. Literally, I feel like I tell you what, if we can get this video to, what, 500 likes, I will make this my Twitter profile picture, okay? Just putting it out there, if you'd like to see this as my profile picture, get this to 500 likes. But yeah, I think this is just a hilarious photo. I love it so much. Next one is me on holiday with my friend, and yeah, pretty basic really, just to show that, you know, I'm well travelled, I get around the globe, and also I'm on a go, motherfucker! So this next one's a bit risky. This is me actually sitting by the pool in Greece, and I've got no top on, so it's a bit risky for Tinder, you know, showing off the natural chest, but you know, obviously you've got to give a ladies a little bit of a tester. What's to come? What am I talking about? Number 6 is me in a car wing mirror. Now basically, the reason I put this was like, I was to show people that I can drive and stuff, but realistically, this isn't even in my car. This is literally in Spain, so I'm actually in the passenger seat, in the car on my own, and I thought I'd take a selfie just to make it look like I'm driving. Hence the reason it's going 0 miles an hour. Hashtag catfish. Then we've got my bio on here. So my bio is 19 East London, obviously repping the ends, and then underneath it says, just waiting for a mate. Just in case, you know, like I see a family member on here, they're like, wait, hold on, what's George doing on here?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
And also on Tinder, they have this like feature where you can link your Spotify to your Tinder profile, and you can choose an anthem for your profile. So I think what you're supposed to do is like put it on there, and then people can like play the song whilst they look through your profile, just to see what kind of music you're into and stuff. And my song is Sexy and I Know It by LMFAO. I'm sexy and I know it. I mean, if I don't get girls on here, I mean, however I might. So the first person I got matched on here was called Stephanie. Pretty much she's 19, 43 kilometers away, pretty far to be honest, but you know, a match is a match. I was struggling at the time. I mean, I'm still struggling now to be honest, but this was my first match, so I was pretty excited. You know, I had to get that message in straight away, so I messaged her with the hey exclamation mark. 2 months later, she still hasn't replied. Hello darkness, my old friend. So Stephanie never replied, but it doesn't matter, okay, Stephanie, I'm over you. Alright, we've got a new match, her name's Daisy. So, you know, second match, I had to be a bit careful. I didn't want to do another hey, just in case I never got a reply again. So I made it a bit more personal, and I sent her saying, hey Daisy, you know, pretty original. And again, 2 months later, still no reply. So then I thought about YouTube and what's my most popular video on here, and this is actually my song lyrics text prank. So I thought, you know, let's use some song lyrics to charm these girls. So I got matched with a girl called Diana, and I just couldn't resist. Diana, let me be the one to light a fire inside those eyes. You get lonely, you don't even know me. Okay, maybe that was a bit over the top, but we got a reply, okay, we got a reply. She said, oh, I appreciate your effort to copy and paste it. And I replied saying, I wrote that all from my heart, looking at your pictures. And we never got a reply. So my relationship with Diana never really progressed. I mean, she never really replied to me after that. But we made progress, okay? We got a reply. That was our first ever reply. So I thought obviously song lyrics are quite effective, so let's try a few more. So I matched with someone called Elsa. Now, come on, I mean, your name's Elsa. There's only one thing you can say to this. I said, hey Elsa, I think we've found something special. We can't let it go. And she never replied. So then like 3 days later I said, not a Frozen fan then. And still no reply. And then we matched Sophie, and the only lyric I could think for was Sophie. Sophie, we know who you are. You're that girl who copies my bars. Was little T. And I was going to send the next bit, but I thought it was a bit offensive. But we got a reply, guys. She said, ah ha 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 ha. Smooth. Was so confused for a minute there. Totally didn't just Google that. Nah, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't reply to this. Like, how can you not know Lil T? Lil T is the greatest artist of all time, you know? Kanye West, Drake, Lil T, they're all up there. And you don't know his lyrics. How do you expect this relationship to work? So the Tinder game was getting upgraded a bit. I mean, we're getting to the point where we weren't replying to girls now, so you know, obviously we're feeling a bit prestige. So the next match you got was someone called Dora. Now I was gonna go for a lyric with Dora, but I couldn't think of any songs. But I thought of something that I thought would work better than song lyric. I sent a message to Dora saying, "Hey Dora, I want to explore ya." She replied saying, "Oh really?" And I sent a gift back of the big guy going, "Yeah, boy," and she never replied. So then we got matched with a girl called Lucy on here, and on her bio it said she was a hairdresser, so obviously I sent her a message saying, "Lucy, can you give me that fresh trim, 100, 100, 100, fire, fire, strong arm, strong arm?" And she said no, and she said no.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
You know, I downloaded this app to get a girlfriend, and I never got one, you know. All I wanted was a haircut, and she wouldn't give it. She wouldn't give it. But yeah guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you couldn't tell, this was a bit of a joke. I mean, I did actually download Tinder, there are actually real conversations I had. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, if you want me to put that picture as my profile picture on Twitter, 500 likes. Also, if you want a part 2, make sure you comment down below. I've got quite a few more conversations on there, quite funny. So if you'd like to see a part 2, make sure you comment it down below. Yeah guys, if you enjoyed what you see, if you have enjoyed, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. This has been George Mason, over and out. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.